Hello everybody, it is the What If King J-Man, and I'm back here with What If Deku Was Big Chill, Part 4. Now, where we last left off, Deku and Kevin were approached by All Might and him asking, "Do you want to inherit my power?" Sorry about that. Deku immediately saying, "Sorry, I don't need it. I have enough power already." All Might immediately saying, "What? What do you mean?" It's kind of hard to explain, but I don't need it. Just leave it at that. Okay. What about you? Sorry, man. You know what? Maybe I will become a hero. Deku saying, "Wait, I thought you said you didn't want to be a hero." Yes, but when I saw you fighting that sludge villain, it inspired me to do the same. And who knows, maybe I can become a repairman and a hero. Who says you can't have two jobs at once? All Might saying, "Well, that is true. There's actually this program here at UA where you can apply for the hero course and the support course." Kevin immediately smiling at this saying, "Nice, I can fight villains and also make sweet armor." Deku saying, "Well, looks like you just found the perfect thing for you." They all celebrate. Kevin and Ben celebrate. And All Might says, "Meet me at Daguba Beach tomorrow morning. Then we'll explain. Then I'll help you train." Okay. As they walk away from All Might, once Deku gets home, they're actually celebrating Hazashi's birthday. They're celebrating his birthday, everyone's saying happy birthday, until they get a knock on the door. Hazashi saying, "Who could that be?" Deku saying, "I'll get it." As soon as he opens it, he sees Grandpa Max. "Hey there, kid." "Grandpa Max?" "Yes, it is me. I came to visit my son during his birthday." Hazashi saying, "Dad, good to see you." "Good to see you too. Happy birthday." And Grandpa's saying, "I brought some of my famous food." Hazashi immediately getting terrified and walking over to Izuku saying, "Izuku, I'm warning you. Whatever you do, do not eat the food. Run, get out of this house before you eat it." Deku saying, "Aren't you exaggerating a little bit?" "No, I am not. Whatever you do, do not eat his food." Grandpa Max saying, "Come on, let's eat. I brought pickled cow tongue." Deku saying, "Oh, I see it now." Izuku tries to eat the food, but he can't help but throwing up every 2 minutes. Grandpa Max saying, "Well, looks like you can't hold. Looks like you can't scarf it down," as he eats a whole bowl of pickled cow tongue and some weird tentacle bugs. Deku saying, "What is wrong with your dad?" Hazashi saying, "He's like this every time. You can't even imagine all the disgusting foods I had to eat." Grandpa Max saying, "Oh, come on, those were to help you get stronger, my boy." Hazashi saying, "Oh, yeah? One time you made me something called a stank a skunk leg, a skunk leg, and I smelled like trash for 2 weeks. Fair enough, fair enough. As they all start talking, and Deku saying how he's planning on going to UA and everything, Grandpa Max getting excited, saying, "I'm sure you'll be a wonderful hero, my boy." Deku whispering to Hisashi, saying, "So, does he know about Mom being an alien?" Hisashi saying, yes, he does. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. So, Deku, can you explain your powers to me? Sure, I can transform into the same race as my mom, do like blizzard transformation type style. Since also my dad's human, I can stay in any form as long as I want. Interesting. Phasing through walls, freezing, flying, invisibility, all the normal stuff for a regular one. But we traveled to this planet where I got something even more powerful. Oh, really? Yes, the ultimate form of a higher species kind of thing, where my ice is really colder, and somehow I'm able to shoot fire as well. Grandpa Max saying, interesting, what if I help you train you on this? Deku saying, don't worry, I'm already going to be training with someone else through the break until we get to UA, since it's college. Okay, just don't work yourself too hard. We won't. As Grandpa Max leaves, saying bye to Hisashi for a little bit, as they go to bed, and the next morning rolls around, Deku immediately flying to Dagobah Beach, and he sees Kevin there waiting for him. Hey Kevin, how have you been? Pretty good, pretty good. Now let's get this training underway. As All Might shows up, "Ah, I am here!" Now let's get started. As they start cleaning up the beach, they're not allowed to use their power to clean up the beach. They're just using their physical body. Because Big Chill is kind of weak when it comes to the physical aspect. Like I said in the last video, he's not the strongest alien. He's more of a special attacker. As they're done cleaning up the beach after a few months. Great, you're done cleaning up the beach. Now we'll be working on some sparring training. Okay? Now we'll be working on some sparring training. Deku and Kevin immediately going at each other already. Kevin touching a rock on the ground, immediately creating a stone slab. Deku immediately transforming into Big Chill mode. And Kevin says, remember, no going intangible. That's unfair. Fine, I won't go intangible. Good. Okay, let's go. All Might immediately thinking, wait. You guys do this before? Oh yeah, we train a lot together sometimes. Well, this is interesting. As they start sparring a little bit, Deku going invisible, and Kevin saying, hey, I thought I said no tangible. And Deku saying, I'm not intangible, I'm invisible, completely different. Kevin saying, bullshit, come out here and fight. As Kevin swings wildly, trying to find out where Izuku is, then he gets an idea. He immediately grabs the sand on the ground and flicks it in multiple directions until he hits something. Then he knows, that's where you are, and hits him in the face with a stone slab. Deku saying, huh, not bad. Going out of invisibility, trying to freeze Kevin. Kevin dodging a few ice attacks, then going in close for a sucker punch in the face. Kevin saying, come on, I want to see that new power of yours that you've been telling me about. You sure? I haven't completely controlled it yet. It's fine, I can take it. You sure? Of course. Okay, you asked for it. Deku immediately creating an ice wall in front of Kevin. Then he's closing his eyes thinking, okay, transform, become the ultimate being, create the perfect body. As Deku transforms, a fire spiral coming up, being ultimate big chill. Kevin saying, so what? You just get a new color change and a fancy transformation style? That ain't gonna save you. Oh, we will see about that. Deku immediately shooting fire at him, shooting fire at him, surrounding Kevin. And Kevin's immediately thinking, fire? I'm made of rock. It's gonna take a lot more fire to melt the rock, you know? As the fire surrounds Kevin, slowly going on him, then quickly the fire turns into ice. Kevin saying, what the hell? I told you weren't ready to handle it. As Deku immediately transforms back into normal form, Kevin saying, why, how come you transformed so fast? We were just getting started. Yes, but this ultimate form weakens... Yes, but this ultimate form weakens me a lot, since I get more exhausted and everything. So I only use it in case of emergencies. Kevin saying, okay, I guess that's fair. As All Might says, Izuku Midoriya, I want to give you one for all. I already told you, All Might, I don't need it. Give it to Kevin. Alright, right, forgot about that part. As Kevin is out of the ice, and All Might says, Kevin 11, are you ready to inherit my power? Yes. As All Might pulls out a hair and says, eat this! Kevin is just standing there for a few seconds as Deku is laughing his ass off. Are you serious? You have to eat hair to get his power? Oh my god, this is the best day ever. Oh wait, phone, where's my phone? As he's recording this. Kevin saying, put that phone down, man. No, I'm keeping this. As Deku records him eating the hair, as Kevin almost throws up a little. Oh, I feel like I'm having a hangover when I don't even know what a hangover feels like. Oh god. I would rather probably eat dried up old fries covered in a rotten smoothie. Deku is saying, hey, don't you dare diss the smoothie. I'm not. I'm just saying that's what I would rather eat. As Kevin inherits one for all. As they also start training for a little bit more so Kevin can get a grasp on it. Now, I'm going to upgrade Kevin's powers a little bit. I have a few ideas of how to do it. But can you guys also give me a few more ideas how to do some stuff? You know how in the show, Kevin needs a lot of one thing to absorb so he can become a full thing? Okay, now, it doesn't matter what he's touching. He can absorb it it can be the smallest form of anything, like a tiny little piece of metal, and he can absorb all of it, so he can go into the metal form immediately without trying to find a large amount. He can do that. He can also create some of the weapons on other parts of his body besides his arms. Some on his legs. He can do some on his shoulders and on the back. Like, imagine, like, for a surprise attack, Kevin immediately makes a metal blade out of his leg, quickly kicking up and trying to slash at someone. I think that might work. He can also absorb multiple different things at a time, so it can become more easier. So he can combine them together. Like, imagine he absorbs some rubber from a tire into his bones, and then he gets some stone. Then he can stretch out his arms and smack someone with a stone fist. Imagine that. He can also combine, like, imagine, let's say he's fighting a fire opponent. He've absorbed some tungsten, and then absorbs a bit of maybe rubber to get a little bounce. He bounces around and he's covered in tungsten, so he gets more mobility. Because that's what Kevin's biggest problem is. He doesn't have enough mobility. He can't get around that much. As they start training more and more, as it's a week before the entrance exam to UA, and Kevin and Deku goes home, and suddenly he's stopped by his parents and says, "What is it? Can you give this to Kevin?" "Why?" "Just give this to Kevin. I think it'll be a lot of help to him." As he grabs this weird looking rock. It's kind of like turquoise color. "What is this?" Just tell Kevin, if he absorbs this, he's gonna be indestructible. Indestructible? Where'd you even find this? "Oh, we went off world for a little bit to collect this. It wasn't easy to get, let me tell you." Well, thank you so much. I'm sure Kevin will appreciate it a lot." As they smile, Deku immediately running over to Kevin, saying, Kevin, I got something for you." Kevin saying, "What is it?" "My parents gave me this special rock and told you it was a gift. They said if you absorb this, you'll become indestructible." "Indestructible, you say? What is it called?" "Oh wait, they said it was something called Taydenite." Weird name. Taydenite, huh? As he absorbs it, looking like turquoise, and then he immediately thinks, "Let's see what kind of weapons I can make with this." He immediately makes his arm into this little javelin thing. And he's thinking, "Whoa, this is awesome." And he tests it out, quickly cutting into multiple different things. And he says, "It just won't break. This thing is awesome." "Yes, indestructible, I told you." And he tries coming up with other few things, making little blades on his arms. "Oh, this is gonna be awesome." And they also start training more and more. And Kevin tries to use multiple different elements at once, like fusing metal, Taydenite, rock, wood, to become this. He can transform into this. Oh, this is awesome. I'm making a little sledgehammer, sometimes turning into this black metal. Ooh, he even gets the idea to create little Taydenite spikes on the end of his rock arm. And he hugs Deku saying, "Thank you so much. You don't know how much this means a lot to me." As they hug each other, saying, "Hey, anything for my best friend. Now, how about we go get a smoothie to celebrate?" "You're on, my man." As they get a smoothie, they laugh, they hang out mostly for the rest of the day. And now for the next day, where it's the UA entrance exam. Kevin's right here. And since they're in the same... I'll wait until later. They immediately start walking, and Deku doesn't trip since he is more confident. And Kevin doesn't trip since he's confident too. So they don't meet Uraraka in this right now. Once they're in, they sit down next to each other. And Kevin touches Izuku's shoulder saying, Hey, what is it? Look at that guy. Look at that guy a row down." As he points to Bakugo. There he is. Do you think he'll get in? Probably. He has a strong quirk and everything, but I wouldn't be surprised if it would kick him out on his attitudes. True. Well, it just makes it almost more challenging to beat him. And they're talking. The announcement hasn't started yet for where President Mike shows up and explains everything. They're just waiting for President Mike to show up. As when he does show up, Deku and Kevin are still talking a little bit. And as they knows President Mike showing up, they thought, maybe we should stop talking for a little bit. As they say, "Hey dude, I think we should stop talking right now. Okay, the teacher's here, we better get ready." As one boy stands up with glasses and with a chopping air hand saying, "You two are being annoying in the class," with President Mike explaining, "You are being a nuisance to everyone around you." Kevin and Deku just looking at this guy. "Okay, Four Eyes, okay." Kevin saying, "Listen, man, we weren't doing anything wrong. We were just talking, and as soon as he showed up, we were about to stop. Chillax." Kevin, Deku, Ida saying, "Fine, I'll sit down." President Mike saying, "Thank you. Now I may begin my presentation." As he starts talking about all the one pointers, the 2 pointers, the 3 pointers, as Ida stands up again saying, "Wait a minute, what about this other robot you said there was 3 robots, but you can clearly see on this paper that you give us there were 4. President Mike's Kevin and Deku saying, "He was probably gonna explain that later. Just calm down." President Mike saying, "Of course, I was about to explain that in just a little bit, but for someone rudely interrupted me. Ha!" As Ida sits down in defeat. As they all report to different fields and everything, since Kevin and Deku are from the same school, they won't be paired up together like they do in some other people. So yeah, they'll be in different towns. They'll be in different cities. As Deku is just walking around, waiting for the doors to open, quickly walking up to the front and everything. No, wait, he doesn't need to walk up to the front. He doesn't need to. So yeah, he's just walking around, waiting for the doors to open. And Edith says, stop annoying people. What do you mean? You're walking around annoying them. You're probably distracting them or something. I'm not distracting anyone. And I'm not distracting anyone. Why can't you just mind your own business? Edith's saying, why can't you mind your own business? You're about to talk to that girl over there. As he points to a girl with brown hair in the front line, being Yochako, and I don't even know her. And I wasn't even going to talk to her. But since you pushed my emotion, I think I will go talk to her. As Ichako is really nervous and everything, Deku's saying, hey, it's okay to be nervous, you know. I know. I just can't help it. Hey, think about this. Everyone is nervous. Everyone. All you can really do is just believe in yourself. It's power friendship type bullshit. This is gonna be fun. The power of friendship. Okay. Araka just looking at him like, the power of friendship? What is this guy from an anime? I just wanted to make that joke. As the doors open, Deku immediately transforming into Big Chill, flying above everyone. And everyone is looking at him thinking, he can fly? Oh, come on, that's not fair. And he went before, right when President Mike was about to say, go! And he is saying, wait, he can't go. You didn't say go yet. President Mike saying, there are no countdowns in a villain battle. No, go. Follow that kid. Do whatever. Ha! I can just imagine President Mike doing that. Yeah! As Deku just is going through a bunch of robots, freezing them and punching them a little. Because remember, Deku also worked on training up Big Chill, not just in the ice aspect, but also in the physical aspect. So imagine a Big Chill with buff arms and abs. Kind of imagine that. Kind of like a slimmed down version, both abs and big muscles. Not really big muscles, just normal muscles you would see on just normal muscles. But they're pretty strong ones. As he's doing that, destroying robots after robots, somewhat saving a few people and everything. One person almost getting run through by a robot, but Deku quickly touched him, also making him intangible, because he can also do that, because I've seen Big Chill do that in a couple of scenes. He's also touching a few robots with his hands, freezing them in place. His Big Chill can also freeze people from the hands, not just the mouth. As he's continuing freezing every single robot he can come across. As someone's saying, help me! Deku saying, hearing a girl asking for help. And he sees this girl with red skin underneath a bunch of rubble and about to be crushed by a robot. And I got this from a comment saying, was this with the ship? And I thought, you know what? That's not a bad idea. It is Princess Luma. Underneath the rubble and everything. And Princess Luma is strong, she is, but she can't handle this much rubble being on top of her, and also one of her arms is kind of broken since the rubble and also all the harsh robots coming after her. As Deku quickly touches Princess Luma, making her intangible, the rubble just quickly going through her as Deku picks her up, flying her to nearby safety. Princess Luma saying, "Thank you, kind warrior." Deku saying, "Huh, that's a little bit of weird speeching from her." Now, Deku says, "If you must excuse me, I'm gonna go take down that big giant baddie." Princess Luma saying, "You fool! You cannot take that thing down! I couldn't even take that thing down!" Deku saying, "I think you underestimate me." As Deku quickly goes into ultimate big chill form, as he's flying up to the Zero Pointer's on the top of the Zero Pointer's head, quickly imagining, burn, 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 as he's shooting lava all over around the Zero Pointer, melting it into nothing, and everyone is shocked about how he's spewing out lava and everything. But also, some people worry since the lava is going near some of the buildings and everything. As the lava and fire, after it's done burning up the Zero Pointer, it quickly turns into ice. Everyone being so amazed, like, fire and ice? Oh, that's pretty awesome. As Deku walks over to Princess Luma, saying, "Are you alright?" "Yes, thank you." "Thanks to you." As she's blushing a little bit because of the massive strength he provided. She also knows that he's a natural Phrygiac, but she didn't want to say anything. As Deku saves her, taking her to Recovery Girl and everything. As she heals her up, they're quickly walking home as Princess Luma stops him, saying, "Wait, I wanted to thank you." "Oh, really?" "Yes, I couldn't have done it without you. You are a true warrior and everything." "Okay, you're a little bit weird." And she's blushing and running off, saying, "I hope we meet again." Deku's saying, "Well, that was an interesting girl. She probably has some kind of weird mutation quirk or something." As he gets the letters from Yue, as Kevin runs up to his house saying, Deku, I got the letter from Yue. Same here. We should open them at the same time. Ready?" As they both open at the same time, Kevin getting All Might appearing in his hologram, and Deku getting Principal Nezu. Since Principal Nezu does it for most of the students, and All Might does it for his successor in the anime. Since we saw with Kirishima, he got Principal Nezu talking to him. As All Might says, young Kevin, you have been great. You destroyed so many robots, almost beating my record, you beat my record. But I'm afraid someone already beat the record that you beat. So yeah, you beat my record, then someone beat your record." Kevin saying, "What? Who beat it?" And All Might saying also about how you saved a few people destroying so many robots, acting hero rescue points, as he gets a few 50 rescue points. And Principal Nezu talking to Deku, saying you got the highest score in UA history, beating All Might's record, also beating some new kid who also beat All Might's record. Kevin and Deku just looking at us, Kevin yelling at him, saying, "What do you mean? So you beat my new record that I just beat All Might's. I guess that's how it goes." As they announced what place they got in, Deku getting first and Kevin getting second. As they all celebrate, having a nice dinner and everything. As they're really excited, can't wait to go to UA and everything. As they're about to leave for UA, the dorms are being imposed. The dorms are going to be in this because it's going to be a college. As they walk over to the dorms, picking up a smoothie on their way, celebrating. As soon as they're about to walk into UA, they finish up their smoothies, saying "cheers" as they throw them into a trash can. As they're walking in, high-fiving each other, doing all the bro fists and stuff, saying, "I can't believe we got it in." Now, Kevin is gonna replace Aoyama, the naval laser guy. And Princess Luma, she's gonna replace Invisible Girl. Because I don't think she would be a good asset to UA. Well, she's still in UA. And also Aoyama's still in UA, but they're in general studies. As they're all celebrating and everything, Aizawa showing up saying, it took you 30 seconds to shut up. That's not gonna cut it here." Everyone immediately thinking, who is this guy? Ida saying, "Are you a bomb? Bombs are not allowed in this school." "No, I'm a teacher." Ugh, shut up. As Ida gets pushed down to the side and everything. As Deku meets Uraraka and Princess Luma sitting next to him and everything. Uraraka saying, "Thank you for the encouraging words," and Princess Luma saying, "Thank you for saving me," and everything. Princess Luma thinking, he's kind of hot. Even though he uses ice, he's an ice guy, he's still pretty hot. Well, he uses fire, so I guess that counts. As I was saying, now it's time for your Quirk apprehension test. Everyone thinking, Quirk apprehension test? Shouldn't we be going to the assembly and everything? In UA, I get to run my classroom however I want. Now put these gym clothes on and get out there. As they grab some of the gym clothes, and as I was just, "Wait. Before you go, I want you to explain your quirks to the class." "Oh, that might be interesting, so we can get to know each other." "Yes." As some people are explaining his quirks, Baku saying, "explosions." Everyone being kind of impressed as he shows it off. A lot of people explain their quirks. Kevin saying, absorption, as he touches a metal desk. And creating these little spiked balls on his arms, creating them into spikes. Everyone thinking, whoa, that's pretty awesome. as Princess Luma says, mine is simply a mutation quirk. I have 4 arms, red skin, and I'm extremely strong. Deku, Bakugo saying, huh, weak quirk. That's nothing to my explosions. As Deku explains his quirk, I call it Ice Ghost, but I call it Ice Ghost. I can fly and go invisible, shoot ice, and I can go through walls, make people intangible, also make other people intangible so they can go through walls and everything. Pretty much, I can make them go through anything. I also have complete resistance to any forms of temperature. So he's resistant to ice and fire. Since Big Shield's planet is fire and ice, so they have complete resistance to the element. Todoroki in the back thinking, is he related to Mom in a way? Is he one of Mom's cousins with the ice? And he also explains I have some fire when I go into my ultimate stage where I can control fire, but I can only do it for a limited amount of time. And I can also quickly make the fire into ice whenever I want. Everyone thinking, wow, that's such a cool quirk. Bakugo saying, don't you dare one-up me, Deku! Calm down, you angry Pomeranian. As they go outside, changing into their costumes and everything, Mineta walking up to Deku saying, so, you can go through walls and invisible? Yes. Can you activate those 2 things at the same time? Yes. And also, you said you can make other people invisible, intangible, right? Well, kind of, yes? Mineta saying, listen, man, the girls are on the other side of that wall. Make me invisible, please, I'm begging you. We can see so much beautiful women over there. And everyone in the locker room is just disgusted by Mineta. Kevin and Deku smacking him. And Deku freezing him a little, saying, who wants frozen grape? As some of the people in the room are laughing. And Jiro had her earphone into the wall. And she explained to the girls what they were doing. And Luma was thinking, he's strong and respectful to him, and he's perfect. As Deku also quickly turning into his ultimate form, just for a second, and quickly putting lava in the small hole, then quickly freezing it. Just quickly freezing it a little, cooling it down with magma. Not completely turning into ice, just cooling it down, or it becomes hardened. And everyone on the girl's side is saying, thank you, Deku. Now, they do their Quirk apprehension test. Deku goes first. He quickly flies up to the Earth atmosphere and quickly throws the ball into space, getting infinity. Bakugo saying, how the hell did this guy get first? I should be number 1, blah blah blah, I'm the best. And Bakugo immediately running up to Deku saying, Deku, you bastard! How the hell did you do that? You're not supposed to be stronger than me. As Bakugo quickly runs up to Deku, trying to shoot explosions at him. As Deku quickly goes intangible, so the explosions will go through him. But before that, Aizawa stops Bakugo with his scarf and stopping his quirk with his eyes and everything. And everyone figuring out, he's the pro hero Eraserhead. Yeah, Bakugo, if you pull another stunt like that, you'll be kicked out of the hero course. Bakugo just being angry and everything, and as I was thinking, I used my eyes to erase Bakugo's Quirk, but I was also looking at Midoriya. How come my eyes didn't work on him? Could it not be a quirk? As the rest they go, Princess Luma throwing the ball, getting like, maybe like 1,000 meters. And Kevin throwing the ball, using with one for all, and getting 1,500 meters. Just 500 above Princess Luma. Bakugo throwing it. And he gets 1,015. Saying, damn it, I could have beaten Deku. And Kevin overheard that, saying, how are you gonna beat him? He has infinite. There's no way you can beat infinite. As Uraka also throws the ball, getting infinity too. Everyone is shocked how both people in their class got infinity and everything. So yeah, I think, sorry. And everyone's yelling infinity and everything. I think I'm gonna end this part off here, since it's very hot out here and I think I talked enough. So I'll see you guys in the next part. Your king is gone. I'll try to post another video today, but I don't think so.